We're going to review how to do an arithmetic review form. We're going to have a quiz that will count as a grade on Thursday. So here we go. Let's go over it. How do we get these problems correct? 5 times 6 is 30. Put down a 0, carry a 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Put down an 8, carry a 1. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 1 is 31, carry a 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Now I'm going to multiply by a 2, but there is a 1 number behind the 2. Make sure you put a place value 0 to give it its justice. It's not just a 2, it's a 20. 2 times 6 is 12. Put down a 2, carry a 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 2 times 6 is 12. Put down a 2, carry a 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Add your numbers together. 0, 10, carry a 1. 9, 10, carry a 1. Did you get 90,900? Very good. Now, so I can grade them quickly, you're going to put 90,900 on the answer blank. Now, you are grading your own paper now. I am not going to grade these. You have to grade these. You know what you're good at and what you're not. I'm going to grade it on Thursday. Here we go. Number 2, decimal addition. Just under the 3. If you want to, you can put zeros in your empty spots. It's not necessary for the adding. Here you go. 8, 5, 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. Did you get 8 and 7,358 10,000ths? Very good. Number 3. Oh, there's a decimal in the divisor. I must move it out before I can divide. How many places do you move it out? 1, 2. So you will move the decimal point 2 places in the dividend. Make it a to 621. What did you get? Yes, 5. I think that is correct. 135 times 5. 600. Ooh, that's a little too big, isn't it? Let me double check. 25, 15, 16, 17. $540. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 4. 540. You put the 4 neatly above the 1. Subtract. All right, that's now a 5. Bring down the 0. How many 135s are in an 810? Well, we know it's bigger than a 5.
6.
Let's try 6. 135 times 6. Perfect. I put a 6 above the 0. Now it's not just a 46. Why is my answer not just a 46? Yes. I have another 0 to bring down. How many 135s are in a 0, 0, 0? You've got to make sure you bring down all of your numbers. So the answer is 460. Any questions on that? This one, it actually says you can use a remainder, so you don't have to keep on dividing, which is very friendly. How many 51s are in an 81? 1. Subtract. Bring down. How many 51s are in a 300? How many 51s are in a 15? 0. Put a 0 above that. Subtract. Bring down the next number. How many 51s are in 152? Well, if you take it times 3, it's just a little too big. It's 153, so it's going to be 2. And 51 times 2 is 102, which gives you a 51. So it says use a remainder, 1,602, remainder 51. Line them up. See my technique? Now we're subtracting. You put zeros above your empty spots. Now we have to borrow. Can a 0 subtract a 6? Oh no. You borrow from the 3, it turns into a 2, that turns into a 10, turns into a 9, so we can get that into a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 5 is 4. 2 minus 0 is 2. And the answer, did you get 2 and 244 thousandths? That's the correct answer. Let's go on to number 6. Do you need a Band-Aid? Okay. We are multiplying 0.302 302 thousandths times 2 tenths. 2 times 2 is 4. Now, how many numbers are behind a decimal point in this problem? Yes, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put your decimal point right there. And what do I put on that empty blank? Yes, a 0. So the answer for number 6 is 0.0604. Any questions on how to do that? Okay, let's go to number 7. In problem number 7, how many 98s in a 1? None. In a 19? None. In a 195? It's going to be 1 or 2. Let's see. 98 times 2. 196. Oh, it's just 1 too big, isn't it? Well, it's going to be a 1. Subtract. 15 minus 8 is 7. 18 minus 9, 9. Bring down the next number. 979. Well, I think it's going to go into it 8 times. I'm going to show my multiplication over here. I've got a little more room. 98 times, or 9 times. Let's try 9. 9 times 8 is 72. Carry a 7. 81 plus 7 is 88. So I put a 9 above the 9. 882. Oh, and look, it says I can use a remainder, which is nice. 9 minus 2 is 7. You get a 97. Bring down the next number. How many 98s are in a 978? Well, we know it's going to be a 9, right? Which is 882 subtract 96. So remainder 96. 199, remainder 96. Any questions on that? Number 8. Hey, we're subtracting. We have to line up the decimal point. There is no decimal point in the 7. Where does it go? Yeah, behind it. So now you have 7 decimal point minus decimal point 3402. Now we're going to put zeros above that. I have to borrow from the 7, it turns into a 6, that turns into a 10. Borrow from the 10, it turns into a 9, so that can turn a 10. Borrow from the 10, turns into a 9, so that can be a 10. Borrow from the 10, it turns into a 9, so I finally get my 10 where I want it. Now, 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9 minus 3 is 6. Put that decimal point down there, and the answer is 6.6598. Are there any questions? All right, now we're on problem number 9. Again, we are going to line them up. Here, their decimals are both at the very end. 5 and 7 is 12. Carry a 1. That'll be 14. Carry a 1, 10. Carry a 1, 10. Carry a 1. Did you get 70,042? Good. Now, we are adding fractions. When you add fractions, you have to have a common denominator. I'm going to rewrite it like this. What's my common denominator between a 2 and a 6? Yes, 6. Well, that's friendly. 5 6 is already in 6. It doesn't need to change. But 1/2 will turn into what? Yes, 3/6. Why? Because 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 gives me the 3. Don't forget to add your whole numbers. 5 6 plus 3 6 is 8 6. And 8 plus 14 is 22. Now, this is an improper fraction, so we need to change that to 1 and 2 6. Add whole number 1 to whole number 22. You get 23 and 2 6. Or it can simplify. What's another name for 2 6? What will 2 6 simplify to? Yes, 1/3. On the test, or excuse me, the quiz, I would count both of those right. If you had 2 6 or 1/3, I'd count either one right. Oh, we're going to divide. Keep, change, flip. But first, you must, when you multiply or divide, change them to improper fractions. You multiply, add, and put it on top. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So 9 over 2 divided by, gently pick it up and put a 1 under it. See how I have them both as fractions? Now you do the keep, change, flip. You're going to have 9 halves times 1/15. And you end up with 9/30. Now, 9/30 will simplify. What will divide a 9 and a 30? 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 30 divided by 3 is 10. You can also simplify before you multiply. If you go, oh, 3 divides 9 and 3 divides 15 5 times, it goes straight to 3/10. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 5 is 10. Any questions? The last one, move it 1. Move it 1. How many 76s are in a 1? None. In an 11? None. In 117? 1. Subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down the 8. How many 76s are in a 418? Oh, want to try 5? Let's see, 76 times 5. Carry a 3. 35 plus 3 is what, 38? Yeah, I think that's going to be it. So I'm going to put the 5 above the 8. That's 380. Subtract. Oh, look what's going to happen. Add a dotty dot. Bring it down, because this one you didn't say you use a remainder. How many 76s are in a 380? 5. 1 and 55/100. Now, kids, it took me less than 15 minutes to do those problems, and we did them rather slow. So that's a nice job.